Hi, I'm trying to figure out. Over 50 and Fantabulous asked me to do a video about the bread that I made. I can't really do it and on camera and hold the camera, so this is what I've come up with. In this bowl, I can't give you specific ingredients because I don't really use measuring cups like that. I just figure it out as I go. I've got a cup of sugar that I do know, about a cup and a half of water, and yeast. Now, I make a big amount of bread, so I use at least 3 of the packets of yeast plus a little. So I'd say about 4 packets of yeast to be safe. And then now I use a few things other people bread recipes don't call for. I use 2 eggs, salt, baking powder. I use both. And this is the flour that I use. I shouldn't have shut the container, but I did. This is einkorn flour. It's the first milling of the wheat. It's got less sugar, less gluten. Yes, it has gluten, but it's less. And it's got a nutty flavor that regular flour, bleached flour doesn't have. You can also use bleached flour, cake flour, bread flour, whatever you want. But I like the einkorn flour. And I mix all that together. And then I put it in a warm oven. Turn the oven on warm, let it get warmed up, then turn it off. And then I let it rise in the oven. In fact, that's time for that to come out. But when you do let your bread rise in a warm spot, put a pan of water down and put that when you cook your bread too. It'll help with the cooking. And this is what it turns out like. This is the risen flour before it's kneaded. Punch this down and knead it for 10 to 20 minutes. I have weak hands, so I knead it for 20 minutes. And then you divide it, put it into greased bread pans, put it back in a warmed oven with the water for another rise. Then put melted butter on it and bake it off. So I bake it for about 30 minutes, but I have a very hot oven, so I check it after 20. And that's how I make the bread. I'll show you what it turns out like.